Okay, so let's have a look at the lymphatic ducts that are divided throughout the body. Let's just look at this person, and this person has basically one area of their body which is covered in purple. So basically there are two main ducts in the human body. These two ducts are either ductus lymphaticus dexter, also known as the right lymphatic duct, and then you also have the thoracic duct. Out of these two ducts, thoracic duct is the biggest duct and it covers most of the entire body. So if this is a person, then the thoracic duct will entire lower limb area, their entire lower limb area. It will cover their pelvis, it will cover their abdomen, and then excluding the right head, neck, cervical and thorax and upper limb region, the thoracic duct will cover everything else. So just like here, the thoracic duct will cover the lower limb, the pelvis, the left thoracic limb region, the left head and neck region. Whereas ductus lymphaticus dexter, aka right lymphatic duct, will cover the right upper limb, the right thorax, the right head and neck region. That's how the division of the lymphatic ducts are throughout the body. Now, there's a couple of really important things you need to know. Let's have a look at this page here. Here you can see that how is the formation of the, firstly let's look at the thoracic duct. How is the formation of the lymphatic duct? The formation of the lymphatic duct is basically this little schematic diagram, and it is by the lumbar lymph trunks. Here is one of the lumbar lymph trunks, and here is another one of the lumbar lymph trunks. Actually, before I go into the formation of the thoracic duct, let me just tell you about the trunks that are distributed throughout the entire body. The trunks that are distributed throughout the entire body are basically in the lumbar region where your legs are. You're going to find your lumbar trunk. This lumbar trunk is going to be your lower limbs and your pelvis. That's the lumbar trunk. So any lymph nodes that are in this region, for example the inguinal nodes, are going to then drain, all the lymph stuff is going to drain into the lumbar trunk. Above that, you are then going to have the intestinal trunk, and this is in the region of all your organs and your viscera. So let's draw like your tubes and stuff, and this is the intestinal trunk. Above that, then you have your abdominal mediastinum trunk, and this is in the region of the abdomen. And then above your abdomen you have your lungs, right? These are your lungs, and this is going to be then your broncho, because these are the bronchi of your lungs, the bronchomediastinum trunk. Okay, you can also find the intercostal trunk, but that's different. Then in the region of the neck, the internal jugular vein here, your external jugular vein, you're going to have the jugular trunk here. Finally, you're going to have your subclavian trunk, which goes towards the axilla, which is this region, your armpit region, and also your basically upper limb region. That's going to be your subclavian trunk. Okay, now before I go into the rest of it, let's go back to the thoracic duct and the formation of the thoracic duct. So the thoracic duct is actually the thoracic duct. If anybody asks you where does the thoracic duct start, it doesn't start down here near the lumbar lymph trunk. It doesn't. It starts at the T12 vertebra after the cisterna chyli, or the cisterna hyli. The C is silent. The cisterna hyli, which is just a dilated sac. So the way that the thoracic duct is formed is that you've got the two lumbar lymph trunks. You've got two of the lumbar lymph trunks and one intestinal trunk. These two lumbar lymph trunks, there's two on each side, these combined with the intestinal trunk, which is here, to form the cisterna hyli. And this cisterna hyli is formed at the level of the 11th thoracic to 1st lumbar vertebra. Okay, 11th thoracic to 1st lumbar vertebra. Then the thoracic duct comes out of the aortic hiatus at the level of the T12 vertebra. Look back at the diaphragm video. And it goes up, and then it takes a right at the T5 vertebra, and then at the C7 vertebra, it will enter into the left venous arch. Remember, This one goes into the left venous angle, So if anybody asks you where does it drain into the superior vena cava at the left venous angle, also known as the perigulf angle, where at the venous angle of the left internal jugular vein and the left subclavian vein. Okay, then other questions can be how is it formed, blah, blah, blah. We've done that.